Baby, we ain't gon' last, baby. We ain't gon' last, baby. We ain't gon' last, baby. Your intuition has been telling you things that you never knew. Rubbing shoulders with bitches I used to put on pedestals, but still I keep it professional.
Welcome back, guys. You know what it is. Yaz and J family.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Yeah, so my partner in crime. You know what I mean? I hope you all watching up the videos, especially my solos. Yeah, I want to watch up them videos too. I don't love the vlogs them as usual, but yeah, give the solo them some love.
Yeah, I see the vlog reached over 400 views already.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you for the new subscribers. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the comments, everything.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to road to 100.
Yeah, real quick too. Yeah. But I hit you the subscription, guys. It's free.
Yep.
It's free. When I reach level where I'm charging for membership, it's free.
That's right.
Yeah, so just go and support me. We give thanks.
Yep.
We really appreciate it. Yeah. As you can see the title.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, so kind of update.
Start off with babe.
You know, yeah, kind of update as to us being parents of an almost 2 years old child. It's surreal.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And the best part is when he hits his milestones.
Yeah.
It's like, alright, having siblings, cousins, relatives, friends, and seeing them grow is totally different from having your own. Because I grow with my siblings, and it's a total different feeling now that I have my own. When I see Chase hit his milestone, I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. I have to run to the store, I have to gift him for his milestone, each milestone from ever since. And I'm like, give him a token. But yeah.
Yeah, man, it's a joy, man. It's as Babe said, it honestly is a surreal feeling. You know, and she touched on an important point, the milestones. When you realize that his speech is getting more clearer, he's pointing at things, he's asking for things.
He's so smart.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And he's repeating what you say. That can be good and bad, so you know, we have to be watching what we say, you know, especially as he inches closer to 2 years old. We have to be watching what we say. But I think what a lot of parents I don't say they fail to say, because obviously not a lot of persons discuss their personal experiences or lives on the internet, or at least they choose what to tell you, you know what I mean?
Right.
But you don't really see a lot of parents being vulnerable. And why I mentioned that point is we had to become vulnerable. You know what I mean? Because we realized a lot of things we just didn't know, you know, and we had to be open to advice, and the support came in the form of advice, and of course in the form of encouraging words to, you know, to help us along the journey, you know what I mean? So I think as we reflect on Chase becoming 2, that sticks out to me, you know what I mean? Because it's both our first child, and he has taking care of her siblings as she grew up. But like she said, it's an entirely different ball game, you know, when you realize that an entire human is depending on you for basically everything. You know, food, shelter, support, everything. You know what I mean? It really just put everything into focus. And I think that kind of brings us into the next point, babe. in terms of Chase kind of, I guess, letting us realize that
He's independent.
no, not even just that, but in terms of how we had to kind of realign our focus.
Expenses
You know what I
and
mean?
stuff,
Yeah.
yeah.
So priorities shift. I mean, not that our priorities were messed up before Chase. You know what I mean? But it just bring some other things like financial freedom, wanting to wanting to own things, thinking about generational wealth.
Generational.
You know what I mean?
That was searching for a word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it really brings to the fact that we wonder where we would be if Chase wasn't here. You know what I mean? And I honestly think that we're in a much better place. I think in terms of mentally, because every parent can tell you this. You're almost forced to get it together. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. When you have a child and you
Yeah.
once you wanna be financially free,
Mhm.
and once you want to build generation wealth,
Mhm.
you are forced
Yeah.
to do better.
Yeah. To make it
You're
work. Yeah.
forced.
Yeah. And I mean, some person might argue that you still have work experience, and I get that, but in this discussion, we're speaking to parents that value and treasure their roles as parents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I hope that this video would inspire someone that's not stepping up. I hope. You know what I mean? But this journey will relate to other parents who view their roles as parents as almost the best, not even as almost, one of the best roles that you can ever take on in life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Especially when you realize that, hey, he was just born the other day and now he's almost 2. Just to see that positive progression.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost hard for you not to want to be a part of the journey.
Whether you like it or not, its first role models are going to be mom and dad. So you have no choice but to act right and to speak properly. Because especially now in this phase where he is a sponge,
Yeah.
he sees everything, he adapts things so quickly, and even when you talk, he repeats everything. It's like you have no choice but to, if you want your child to grow in a certain manner, you can't just expect the child to respect you if you don't respect yourself, or to even show him respect. Like children, I mean adults need to understand that respect don't only go one way, not because he or she is a child.
Mm-hmm.
You must respect that child as much as you want that child to show you respect.
Yep.
So I have come a far way in my attitude as well, because like when I used to be outside, like say for instance I'm outside in a store or wherever it may be, and I don't like how something, say for instance we're outside and something happened, whether in a store or in a business place, I like to voice my opinion and speak up for what I know is right. But sometimes it may not come out in a good tone. But ever since Chase came in the picture, I'm learning to digest things and not just to act up on every situations. Some things I'm learning to just walk away from, because he is very observant, he's vigilant, and
That's right.
and I don't want him to see me acting out of character or acting any kind of way, or even speaking to each other as mom and dad in any disrespectful manner and thinking that it is right for him to grow up and accept it from anyone else.
Yeah.
To say, alright, then him learn it in the home, so I guess it is what it is.
Yeah.
We don't shout at each other, that's one thing we don't do. We don't shout at each other. We don't disrespect each other. It's just always love, love, love. Because that's what we want Chase to grow in, love and respect. So that he can know what to accept when he's out there and what not to accept. You know?
Yeah, you're right. You're so right. And any parent who don't think that they're role models, just know that you are. You know what I mean? Whether or not you think they're watching or they're not watching, just know. You may not see the influence right now, but it's not coincidence that you hear people say, "Oh, you grew a good man." You know what I mean? When someone say you grew good, don't think they mean nothing else than you come from a home that is stable, structured well. You know what I mean? Parents, whether mom and dad or mom or dad, teaches mannerisms. You know, those things don't come, don't just come out of thin air. You know what I mean? Those things are taught. They're taught. You know, and like Babe said, it's extremely important to accept and live up to that role. You know, and just bouncing off what you just said too. Patience. Patience
I was about to say that.
Yeah, patience is another thing that as he grows, and for me, once a child reaches 2, like for me, once you stop counting in months and just start say years, I think the years just fly after that. You know what I mean? And as a child passes each phase, whether there's from baby, toddler, baby, infant, toddler, all the way up, patience is something that you're always going to have to exercise.
And I've come a far way in learning patience.
Yeah.
Because I had no patience. Growing up, I always wanted to be a teacher. When I start to help my siblings with their homework, if they're not getting it, I would get upset.
Yeah.
But I have come a far way. Even Babe, he's helping me.
Yeah.
He's helping me with the patience too, because I will get flustered and break down and simple things that if I learn patience, it will become easy. Excuse me.
Yeah, but you're right.
Babies, I don't know where I'm getting them paid. I don't know. Who asked you? Oh, Chase's grandmother asked you.
Yeah, Crystal asked me.
Where he learned that patience from? Because let me tell you something. Where feeding Chase is concerned, you have to have a lot of patience.
Yeah.
And it can get so frustrating sometimes when you don't want to eat. He's a picky eater. But now we learn that Chase want the food to eat, but he rather to be running up and down and when research says that it is
normal.
It's normal for toddlers to do that. But Babe, have the patience for run up and down behind him and all of that and don't get flustered. While I am learning, I've come a far way. But when I said Chase's grandmother asked him, where you get the patience from? Where you learned that from? And what was your answer? What was your response?
Yeah, I told her that I think, because I didn't even realize that I am so patient. It is when somebody point out to me and then I think back and I say, oh well, I'm patient here. But because I've been this way for so long, to me it just seems like a natural part of my personality. But I told her that it was most likely because of my previous job, you know what I mean? Because as I mentioned in the previous video, a criminal detective, so you know that particular cases, especially when you're looking for a breakthrough and you can't really see the breakthrough, you know what I mean, you have a patient and follow up some leads that may lead to nothing, may lead to something, you know. So I think it's coming from that angle, you know what I mean. But generally, for those who know me, my personality, it's almost just cool and collected from ever since, you know.
That's true.
Yeah, and being a part of our armed services, that help to make it even better, you know. So yeah, I think that's where it come from. And even Chase, surprisingly, Chase, as patient as I was before, Chase has tested it. And Chase is not even 2 yet. So just imagine the terrible 2. I think Chase have terrible 1.5, terrible 1, terrible 9 months. You know what I mean? Because he was, as he was growing up, you could see.
Every month is every month is something else.
Yeah, always surprising us. Always surprising us with something.
Every month is something else.
Yeah.
But kudos to you though, because as I tell you guys, sometimes I pick up the phone and I call babe and like I want to really run out of my eye, like me a ball, like I don't want to know, like I'm just tired, I just can't bother. And by him just talking to me, I go from here to here in a split second.
Yep.
So he's good like that. So, and that's a good thing. I was gonna say something, but let me hold it back. But that's a good thing, guys.
And I think this maybe can be the last point. And this is not even just him becoming 2. I think this was probably something for me that I've always wanted. And I guess stable home for a lot of people looks different. You know what I mean? But for me, a stable home means mom, dad, a nurturing environment for a child. You know what I mean? And mind you, a stable home can be mom and a nurturing environment, or dad and a nurturing environment. But for me, the roles that both mom and dad play, I think they're almost in sync. You know what I mean? Because believe it or not, if you're raised by your mom alone, there are some things that your mom can never teach you. You know what I mean? As much as you want to tell her Happy Father's Day on Father's Day, there is some things that only a dad can instill. And one of those things are discipline. You know what I mean? Mom instill discipline as well. You understand? So let's say, for instance, quick example. Alright, boom. Let's say he's playing football, right? He's playing football, he's on the pitch, and let's say he gets a bad tackle. Right? Mom, in her emotional rant, I say, hey, don't push down my son, don't push down my son, And then the dad now, hear what dad's advice would sound like. Alright, son, get up, you got this. Next time you see him, just tackle him and slide him and pass him. Right? So, that in and of itself is a form of discipline that didn't carry the emotion. You understand? So, that form of discipline show you that, hey, it's a game. How you going to beat your opponent? Learn to be even more skillful than he is. Slide him and tackle him and go and by. Because it's nothing personal. You know what I mean? Obviously, if that particular player starts doing the same thing over and over again, that's a different story. You know what I mean? But I think the version of a dad's discipline, a lot of times it's less emotions and more standing up as a quote unquote man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
definitely.
Hopefully that example makes sense. There's probably a better example that I can think of, but that one came to mind. You know what I mean? So not to stray away from the point too much. So having a stable home that is what I always wanted for my child or children, whatever the Lord,
Child,
what,
for your child.
whatever the Lord sees fit and blesses us with. But as it is, y'all know that it's me, babe, and of course Chase. You know, and having Chase and seeing how he interacts with dad and how he interacts with mom, seeing how he reacts when mom is leaving, how he reacts when mom comes home, same with dad. You see how important having both is. And we always run this we always have this inside joke where you take him up sometimes, especially in the morning, and we call it run a register. So he'd call out mom, wait on mom to answer. Then he calls out dad, wait on dad to answer.
Every morning.
You know what I mean?
Once his eyes open,
Yeah.
he say, Mom.
Right? So
And
yeah.
then, Dad. Mom.
Yeah.
Dad. So sweet.
So we call it marking register. So he's expecting to see both parents. You know what I mean? And for me, that warms my heart because that is the expectation I want him to have.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want him to know that both parents are supposed to be present, both parents are supposed to be active. This is what a family should look like. You know what I mean? And this is not bashing anyone's family that looks differently. You get me? Because don't for a second think that if a relationship is not working,
You should stay in it.
it doesn't serve the child well to stay in it just to say, hey, we're together.
Yeah,
It
you
makes
don't stay in that because I always say that
Yup.
you cannot be in a relationship because of a child.
Yup.
Because you know what? The child sense everything.
Every time. Yup.
Whether it be good vibes or bad vibes.
Every time.
The child can feel it. So if mom and dad is not getting along, the child is going to know. Because it's a simple thing as saying, the child may come to you and say, Mom, can I get some cereal? I say, go ask your dad. You didn't mean to reply back in that tone of voice or your demeanor, but because you're so mad at dad because you and dad are not together, but living in the same house, but not getting along because of whatever issues you may have. The tone of voice or the response you give to that child, the child will sense that okay, mommy, what happened to mommy and daddy, and that can hurt the child. That can hurt the child performance.
Yep.
Or even day-to-day life. So we're not bashing anyone to say if you can't have mom and dad stay in a relationship because of the child.
Yeah.
It's never that.
Yeah, the important thing is just to stay active.
Active.
Of course, my personal wish for myself is to have mom and dad. You know what I mean? And of course, I think that would be what every child would want. Once is a healthy home, you know. But once it's not working, it's okay. The important thing is to stay active. So even if it's mom in the home and dad live somewhere else, the dad still stays active. You know. So
co-parenting.
Yeah,
Good
exactly.
Co-parenting makes
Exactly.
it makes it easier for the child.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just as he grows up, parent teachers meeting, mom is there, dad is there. You know what I mean? Then have a hold hands and walk and hug and kiss.
Yeah.
That is, if you want to do that, that's up to you, right? But the important thing is to have both present and both active.
And the next point, before the last point, it's good to have. Alright, so now we have chasing swimming, and we want to have him in. We want to have him in. We want to have him so much involved.
Yeah. Yep.
So we started from 6 months. He's been doing swimming, and it's a lifetime thing for us until college. Maybe that could be one of his, scholarships.
Yeah. Co-curricular
But-
activity, of course.
Extracurriculum activity is a must. When a child is involved in school, they are more focused on schoolwork.
Yep.
So that's a must for us with Chase. And another thing is that we open a college funds account as well. Because we don't want it to be a case where he wants to go to college and because mom and dad didn't set the foundation, he can't go. So ever since Chase was a baby,
Yep.
there a few months, we opened the college funds account because college is a must. I'm not saying we're gonna force him to go to college, but we're gonna enforce that. Make sense?
Yep.
We instill it in him so that him not have not have a choice more than to say, no, I wanna go to college. It's not an option to say, well, me not go. I wanna do this or I wanna do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man, he's going to see the value of higher education.
yeah,
You know
definitely.
what I mean? He's going to see the value. Because as BF said, as young as he is, he has started to see that being involved is so important. You know, and it's good to have a balance as well. Dedication as well as sports or other activities. You know what I
And you
mean?
teach him to be responsible as well.
Yep. I
You
teach
will
you
teach him
discipline
to
too.
be-
Yep, for real.
So
But yeah, that's us.
that is it.
So that's just a little parent update. Chase is going to be 2 in a few days.
A few days.
Yeah, we're excited.
OMG.
Yeah.
I cannot believe.
Build up the page. You know? Okay, yes, J family. TikTok down.
Yes, Anjay.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, just yes, J?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, yes, J. TikTok. No, no, me can't remember it. But yeah, I eat that. We're talking too much
that's
now.
it in a nutshell.
Little more.
Bye.
That means later, guys. That means later.
Last baby, we ain't gon' last baby. We ain't gon' last baby. We ain't gon' last baby. Your intuition has been telling you things that you never knew. Rubbing shoulders with bitches I used to put on pedestals, but still I keep it professional.